Course overview. While many creatives focus heavily on the artistic side of their practice, ignoring the legal and tax obligations of their profession can lead to devastating consequences, including penalties, lawsuits, business closure, or even blacklisting from funding and corporate opportunities. This module breaks down how creatives can legally structure their businesses, comply with tax laws, manage invoicing, record keeping, and reporting, and navigate the often overwhelming world of financial compliance. Whether you're a solo photographer, fashion designer, writer, animator, or performing artist, understanding this module is vital to building a credible, sustainable, and audit-ready creative enterprise. 1. Legal structures for creative professionals. Legal structuring defines how your business is recognized by law, how it is taxed, and how much personal liability you carry. The right structure can save you money, protect your personal assets, and help you access funding or contracts. A. Common legal structures. Sole proprietorship, simple to register, owned by one person. Owner bears all risks and liabilities, taxed as personal income. Partnership, owned by two or more people. Partners share profits and liabilities, requires a formal agreement. Limited liability company, LLC/business name. Registration, separate legal entity owners members have limited liability, more credibility for clients, funders, and sponsors, taxed either as a separate entity or pass-through nonprofit or NGO status for community-oriented creatives, required if applying for certain grants, must reinvest profits into mission tax-exempt under certain jurisdictions. B. Registration authorities, examples. In Nigeria, Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, in the U.S., Secretary of State offices in the UK, Companies House. In Kenya, eCitizen portal. 2. Taxation for creatives. Creatives, whether self-employed or running companies, must pay taxes on their income. Knowing how tax systems work helps avoid legal troubles and builds business professionalism. A. Types of taxes, income tax. Paid on profits earned, value-added tax. VAT, charged on goods, services, withholding tax, deducted by clients before payment company. Tax, paid by incorporated businesses, pay as you earn, payee. If you have employees. B. Tax registration. Obtain a tax identification number, TIN, register for VAT if annual turnover exceeds a threshold, e.g., 25 million naira in Nigeria. File monthly, quarterly, annual tax returns depending on jurisdiction. C. Deductions and reliefs for creatives, software subscriptions, studio or home office rent, equipment, depreciation, transportation, creative tools and supplies, marketing and advertising costs. D. Filing taxes, use accounting software or registered tax consultants, maintain copies of invoices, receipts, contracts. Keep records for at least 5 to 7 years for audits. 3. Bookkeeping and invoicing for creative entrepreneurs. Good financial records help creatives track income and expenses, prove tax deductions, monitor financial health, establish credibility with funders and clients. A. Invoicing best practices. Include the following in your invoice: business name and logo, invoice number, client's information, description of services, amount payable, plus VAT if applicable, payment terms, e.g., 7 days, 30 days. Your bank payment info, date of issue. B. Sample invoice flow, quote, client approves, work begins, invoice issued, client pays, receipt issued. Bookkeeping tools, spreadsheets, Excel, Google Sheets, apps, QuickBooks, FreshBooks, Wave, Xero, local options, Sabi Cash, Bumpa, Zito. 4. Financial compliance and record keeping. Financial compliance refers to adhering to tax laws, financial regulations, and internal policies. It protects creatives from legal penalties and builds trust with collaborators. Required records, receipts and invoices, bank statements, expense logs, asset inventory, tax returns, contracts and agreements. B. Internal controls, separate personal and business accounts, backup financial data, cloud plus hard drive, assign financial oversight roles for teams, regular internal audits or monthly reviews. 5. Contractual compliance. Contracts protect both you and your clients. Creatives must honor the terms or risk legal consequences. Essential clauses, deliverables, payment terms, copyright and usage rights, dispute resolution, termination conditions. Always review contracts with a legal professional or use verified templates. 6. Real-world legal and tax scenarios for creatives. An animator loses a 5 million naira project because their business wasn't CAC registered. A fashion stylist was blacklisted after defaulting on tax filings despite receiving 6 figures annually. A sound producer increased credibility and income by formalizing invoices and VAT charges. A creative agency regained a 1.2 million naira client after presenting proper tax clearance documentation. 7. Building a financially legitimate creative brand. Get registered, open a business bank account, pay taxes, send invoices, track records, comply with contracts, build with transparency and structure. Legitimacy will open doors to corporate contracts, government grants, investor interest, international collaboration, tax clearance for visas, funding, and awards. Conclusion. Professional creatives don't just make amazing work, they also run clean, legitimate businesses that can stand scrutiny. This module encourages all creatives to treat their talent as a formal enterprise, worthy of full legal and financial respect. Conclusion. Professional creatives don't just make amazing work, they also run clean, legitimate businesses that can stand scrutiny. This module encourages all creatives to treat their talent as a formal enterprise, worthy of full legal and financial respect.